everyone. So today we will discuss our set 3 of the topic age available on EduRead test series. So till now we have discussed 2 sets, that means 20 questions in each sets, and now we will discuss 10 more questions of this set again of the same topic, which is age. Now we have already discussed the importance of the topic, so we will jump to our questions. So let's see what our first question is. So our first question is, 3 years ago, ratio of Raman and Ram ages was 5:6 respectively. After 12 years, this ratio becomes 6:7. How old is Ram at present? So basically in this question, the two peoples are given, which is Ram and Raman, and the 3 years ago the ratio is given 3 years ago of their ages, which is 5 and 6, 5:6, and again after 12 years the ratio of their ages becomes 6:7. So by using these datas we have to find the present age of Ram. So according to question, we have assumed the present ages of Ram and Raman to be X and Y. Now, 3 years ago, the age of Raman can be or would be the present age of Raman minus these 3 years. So, present age of Raman we have assumed to be Y. So, we will to find the age of Raman, we will subtract 3 years from his present age, and hence it becomes y minus 3. And similarly, same goes with the age of Ram. So to find the age of Ram 3 years ago, we will subtract 3 years from his present age, and it becomes x minus 3. Now by following the question, we have given that the ratio between Ram and Raman's age was 5:6 3 years ago. So by following this, we have made the equation, which is x minus 3 ratio y minus 3 is equals to 5:6. So if we remove the ratio sign, we have to add the divide sign between them. So it becomes x minus 3 divided by y minus 3 is equals to 5/6. So if we solve it, we will get 6x minus 18 is equals to 5y minus 15, and if we solve it further, we will get an equation which becomes our equation number 1. So our equation number 1 is 6x minus 5y minus 3 is equals to 0. So this is our equation number 1. Now let's jump to our second statement of this question. So after 12 years, the ratio of Ram and Raman's ages will become 6:7. So basically, to find the age of Ram and Raman after 12 years, we have to add 12 years in the present age of Ram and Raman. So we have added 12 years in the age of Ram and we got x plus 12, and similarly we have added 12 years in the age of Raman also and we get y plus 12, and the ratio between Ram and Raman's ages after 12 years is 6:7. So we have made this equation again. So by following this, if we solve it further, we will get x plus 12 by y plus 12 is equals to 6/7. To find a simpler version, we have got 7x plus 84 is equals to 6y plus 72. So now we have solved it again. So we get 7x minus 6y plus 12 is equals to 0, which becomes our second equation. Now we have two equations, which is, the first one is 6x minus 5y minus 3 is equals to 0, and the second equation is 7x minus 6y plus 12 is equals to 0. Now, if we solve these two equations, then we can find the value of x, and after finding the value of x, we can easily find the present ages of Ram and Raman. So, to solve this equation, we have multiplied equation number 1 by 6 and multiplied equation number 2 by 5, and we have subtracted equation number 2 from equation number 1. So by performing this operation, we got the value of x to be 78. Now we have the value of x is 78. Now if we see the question, by following the question we have to find the present age of Ram only. So if we jump to our first statement, or just in starting of the solution, we have assumed present age of Ram is x. So as we have found the value of x, which is 78, so we can say that the present age of Ram is 78 years. Now our second question is, Komal's grandfather was 16 times older to her 32 years ago. He would be 6 times of her age 16 years from now. What was ratio of ages of Komal and her father 16 years ago? Here we have given some condition between Komal and her grandfather. So by using these conditions, we have to find the ratio between the ages of Komal and her grandfather 16 years ago. So let's see how we are going to solve it. So just according to question, we have assumed Komal and her grandfather's present age to be x and y. Now if we see, so the question is discussing the time 32 years ago. So we have to find the Komal's age and her grandfather's age 32 years ago. So to find the age of Komal 32 years ago, we have to subtract her present age. We have to subtract 32 years from her present age. So Komal's age 32 years ago will be x minus 32 years. Similarly, her grandfather's age 32 years will be y minus 32. Now the question is saying that Komal's father was 16 times older to her 32 years ago. That means 32 years ago, Komal's grandfather was 16 times older than Komal. So Komal's grandfather's age 32 years ago is 16 times of Komal's age 32 years ago. So by using this statement, we have made our equation. So if we solve it further, we will get y minus 32 is equals to 16x minus 512, and hence we got our first equation, which is y minus 16x plus 480 is equals to 0. So this becomes our first equation. So let's see what our second statement says. So the second statement is discussing a time 16 years from now. So the second statement is discussing the time of future from 16 years from now. It is in the future. So to find the age of Komal and her grandfather, we have after 16 years, we have to add 16 years in her present age. So Komal's age after 16 years will be x plus 16, and her grandfather's age after 16 years will be y plus 16. So the second statement is saying that grandfather will be 6 times of her age 16 years from now. So grandfather's age 16 years from now will be 6 times of Komal's age 16 years from now. So by following the second statement also, we have made our equation. So if we solve this equation, we will get y plus 16 is equals to 6x plus 96, and hence y minus 6x minus 80 is equals to 0, which becomes our second equation. So again, we have got two equations, and if we solve these two equations, we can find the value of an x and y. And if we find the value of x and y, we can easily find the present ages of Komal and her grandfather. And further, we can find the ratio. What will be the ratio between them? So to solve these two equations, we have subtracted equation number 2 from equation number 1. So by performing this operation, we get 10x is equals to 560 and hence x is equals to 56. Now, as we have got the value of x, we can easily find the value of y also. So if we put the value of x in any of these two equations, we can easily find the value of y. So for now, we have put the value of x in equation number 2. So after putting the value of x in equation number 2, y becomes 6 times 56 plus 80 and hence y is equals to 416. Now we have find the present ages of Komal and her grandfather, which is Komal's age we have assumed to be x and grandfather's age we have assumed to be y, and we have found the ages of find the value of x and y, which is 56 and 416. Now we have to find the ratio between Komal and her grandfather 16 years ago again. So Komal's age 16 years ago will be present age minus 16 years. So x minus 16. So if we put the value of x here, we will get 56 minus 16 and hence 40. So Komal's age 16 years ago is 40. Similarly, we have to find grandfather's age 16 years ago. So grandfather's age 16 years ago will be y minus 16 and hence 416 minus 16, which is equals to 400. Now, we have find the ages of Komal and her grandfather 16 years ago also. So now we can finally find the ratio between them, or ratio between their ages. So the required ratio will become 40 ratio 400, and if we simplify it, the answer becomes 1:10. Now our third question is, the ratio between the present ages of m and n is 8:9. If n is 6 years older than m, what will be the ratio of the ages of m and n after 6 years? So basically this is a very simple question. The ratio between m and n is already given, which is 8:9. N is 6 years older than m. So we have to find the ratio between m and n after 6 years. So we have, according to the question and according to the ratio given in the question, we have assumed m and n's present ages to be 8x and 9x. So after that, according to question, n is 6 years older than m. So here we have assumed or make an equation which is n is equals to m plus 6. So here n and m refers to the ages or present ages of n and m, and I have just used the initials of m and n only. Instead of writing the present age of m is equals to present age of n plus 6 sort of things. So just understand these small things. So after doing this, we have put the value of m and n we have assumed earlier, which is 8x and 9x. So after putting the value, we got 9x is equals to 8x plus 6 and hence x is equals to 6. Now as we have find the value of x, we can easily find the present ages of m and n. So if we put the value of x here, we can find the present ages of m and n. So present age of m will be 8x is equals to 8 multiplied by 6 is equals to 48 years. And again present age of n will be 9x is equals to 9 multiplied by 6 is equals to 54 years. So we have find the value or present ages of m and n, which is 48 and 54 years. Now according to question, we have to find the ratio between m and n after 6 years. So to find the ratio after 6 years, we have to find the ages of m and n after 6 years. So m's age after 6 years will be 48 plus 6 is equals to 54 years, and n's age after 6 years will be 54 plus 6 is equals to 60 years. So m and n's age after 6 years will be 54 and 60 years. Hence the required ratio becomes 54 by 60, and it is equals to 9 by 10, and if we write it in the ratio format, it will become 9:10. Hence the required answer is 9:10. Now our fourth question is, Sahil is younger than Sagar by 22 years. If the ratio of their ages is 5:7, then find the age of Sahil. So this is the very simple question till now. So it is basically we have a condition which is Sahil is younger than Sagar by 22 years, and the ratio of their ages is already given, which is 5:7, and we have to find the age of Sahil. So according to the ratio given in the question, we have assumed Sahil's age to be 5x and Sagar's age to be 7x. And in the first statement only, the condition is saying that Sahil is younger than Sagar by 22 years. So by following this statement, we have made an equation which is Sahil's age is equals to Sagar's age minus 22, because Sahil is 22 years younger than him or than Sagar. So by following this, we have made the equation which is 5x is equals to 7x minus 22, and hence 2x is equals to 22 and x is equals to 11. So as we have got the value of x, we can easily find the present ages or ages of Sahil and Sagar. So according to question, we have to find the age of Sahil only. So we have assumed the age of Sahil to be 5x, so we will put the value of x here and easily find the value of Sahil. So after putting the value of x, it will become 5 multiplied by 11 and hence 55 years. Hence the age of Sahil is 55 years. Now our fifth question is, ratio of ages of 3 girls are 5:8:10. 6 years ago, the sum of their ages was 28. Find their present ages. So basically, in the given question, there is a ratio between 3 girls, or the ratio of the ages of 3 girls, which is 5:8:10, and here is a condition which is the sum of their ages was 28. So by following this condition, we have to find the present ages of these 3 girls. So according to the ratio given in the question, we have assumed their present ages to be 5x, 8x and 10x. Now here is also a condition which is the ratio is discussing 6 years ago. So 6 years ago, the sum of their ages was 28. So we have to use this statement or use this condition. So the question is discussing 6 years ago, or the time 6 years ago. So we have to, if we have assumed their present ages to be 5x, 8x and 10x, so we have to subtract 6 years from their present ages to match the condition. So we have subtracted 6 years from the ages of these 3 girls and added them and equate it to 28 according to the question. So the equation becomes 5x minus 6 plus 8x minus 6 plus 10x minus 6 is equals to 28. So if we solve it, we will get 23x minus 18 is equals to 28. Now, after solving it further, we will get 23x is equals to 46 and hence x is equals to 2. So as we have got the value of x, we can easily find the present ages of these three girls. So after putting the value of x in the here, we can easily find the present ages. So after putting it, we will get 10 years, 16 years and 20 years. So the present ages of these girls are 10 years, 16 years and 20 years. Now our sixth question is, 8 years ago, the ratio of the ages of Misha and Disha was 6:5. 12 years hence, the ratio of their ages will be 11:10. Then what is Disha's age at present? So according to the question, or according to the ratio given in the question, we have assumed 8 years ago the ages of Misha and Disha will be 6x and 5x. So by following this, present age of Misha and Disha will be 6x plus 8, 5x plus 8, because we have assumed their ages 8 years ago, so it is important for us to find their present ages also. So to find the present ages, we have to add those 8 years in the assumed ages. Now the condition here given is 12 years hence, the ratio of their ages will become 11:10. So according to this, we have to find the ages of Misha and Disha after 12 years also. So after 12 years, the ages of Misha and Disha will be, so we have to add 12 years in their present ages. So after adding 12 years, the age of Misha will be 6x plus 8 plus 12 and the age of Disha will be 5x plus 8 plus 12, which is then equals to 6x plus 20 and 5x plus 20. Now let's see the condition again. So 12 years hence, the ratio of their ages becomes 11:10. So the ratio between Misha and Disha's age 12 years, after 12 years will become 11/10. So by following this, we have made an equation which is 6x plus 20 by 5x plus 20 is equals to 11/10. And if we solve it by cross multiplication method, we will get 10 multiplied by 6x plus 20 is equals to 11 multiplied by 5x plus 20. And now if we solve it further, we will get 60x plus 200 is equals to 55x plus 220. So again we will solve it. We will get 5x is equals to 20 and hence x is equals to 4. So as finally we got the value of x, so we can easily find the value of present ages of Misha and Disha. So according to question, we just have to find the present age of Disha only. So we have assumed present age of Disha will be 5x plus 8. So if we put the value of x here, we can easily find the present age of Disha. So after putting the value of x, we get 5 multiplied by 4 plus 8 is equals to 28. Hence the present age of Disha is 28 years. Now our seventh question is, ratio between Ria and Jia is 7:6. After 8 years, Ria's age will be 29 years. What is Jia's present age? So again it is a very simple question. So we have assumed Ria and Jia's age be 7x and 6x according to the ratio given in the question. Now the question is further saying that after 8 years, Ria's age will be 29 years. So the question is quite straightforward. So let's see. We have assumed Ria's age to be 7x and we have to add 8 years in the present age of Ria to match the equation or to fulfill the condition given in the question. So 8 years, after 8 years Ria's age will be 29. So we have assumed Ria's present age to be 7x. So we will add 8 years in 7x, we will get 29. So 7x plus 8 is equals to 29. 7x is equals to 21 and hence x is equals to 3. So as we have found the value of x, we can find the present ages of Ria and Gia, but we have to find the present age of Gia only. So after putting the value of x, we can find the present age of Gia. So we have assumed Gia's present age to be 6x. So if we put the value of x here, we will get 6 times 3 is equals to 18. So Gia's present age is 18 years. Now, our 8th question is, the ratio of the ages of Bipin and Bipul is 13:11. The total of their ages is 3.6 decades. The promotion of their ages after 0.95 decades will be. Don't get confused after or panicked after reading the word decade here, because the purpose of putting this word here is to make you confused only. So if we see, we already know the value of 1 decade is equals to 10 years. So if we convert decade into years, we can easily solve this question also. So let's see how we are going to do it. So according to question and according to the ratio given in the question, we have assumed the present ages of Bipin and Bipul to be 13x and 11x. Now the total of their ages is equals to 3.6 decades. So if we convert 3.6 decades into years, we will get 36 years. Because 1 decade is equals to 10 years, so 3.6 decades will be equals to 3.6 multiplied by 10 is equals to 36 years. So the sum of their ages is equals to 3.6 decades. That means 13x plus 11x is equals to 36 years. So if we solve it further, we will get 24x is equals to 36 and hence x is equals to 1.5. So now we have got the value of x very easily, which is 1.5, and if we put the value of x here and here, we can find the present ages of Bipin and Bipul. So let's see, the present age of Bipul will be 13x. So 13 multiplied by 1.5 will give you 19.5. Hence the present age of Bipin is 19.5 years. Now present age of Bipul is, we have assumed, is 11x. So 11 multiplied by 1.5 will be equals to 16.5 years. So we have found the value of present ages of Bipin and Bipul. Now according to question, we have to find the ratio of their ages after 0.95 decades. So as we know that 1 decade is equals to 10 years, then 0.95 decade will be equals to 0.95 multiplied by 10 years. So 0.95 multiplied by 10 is equals to 9.5. So we have to find the ratio between Bipul and Bipin's age after 9.5 years. So we have to add 9.5 years in their present ages to find their age after 9.5 years, and accordingly we can find their ratio also. So so basically age of Bipin after 9.5 years will be 19.5 plus 9.5 divided by, because we are finding the ratio also, so dividing by 16.5 plus 9.5, because we have added 9.5 years in the present age of Bipul. So if we add it, and then we will get 29 by 26. Hence our required ratio becomes 29:26. Now our 9th question is, Total ages of P, Q and R at present is 99 years. 8 years ago, the ratio of their ages was 4:5:6. Then what is the age of Q at present? So the question we have already solved previously in the same set also. So let's see how we are going to solve this question. So according to question and according to the ratio, we have assumed the age of P, Q and R after 8 years ago 8 years ago to be 4x, 5x and 6x. So here we have assumed their ages, which is 4x, 5x and 6x, which is 8 years ago. So to find their present ages, we have to add those 8 years also in their assumed ages. So their present ages will become 4x plus 8, 5x plus 8 and 6x plus 8. Now, according to question, the sum of their ages is 99 years. Basically, sum of their present ages is 99 years. So, we have already found their present ages. So, their sum is equals to 99. That means our equation becomes 5x plus 8 plus 6x plus 8 plus 4x plus 8, which is equals to 99. Now, we will solve it to get 5x plus 24 is equals to 99, 15x is equals to 75 and hence x is equals to 5. Now we have found the value of x, which is 5. So we can easily find the present ages of P, Q and R. But according to question, we just have to find the present ages of Q only. So present age of Q will be 5 times 5 plus 8. So after putting the value here, we will get 33 years. So the present age of Q is 33 years. Now our last and final question of this set is, age of father 30 years ago was 9 times the age of her son. After 30 years, father's age will be thrice that of his son. Find the ratio of their present ages. So basically, in this question, father's age was 9 times the age of her son 30 years ago. After 30 years, father's age is 3 times of his son. So we have to find the ratio of their present ages. So by following this question, so according to this question, we have assumed son's age to be x and father's age to be 9x 30 years ago. So both of these assumption is 30 years ago, based on 30 years ago condition. Now to find their present ages, we have to add these 30 years in their assumed ages. So the present age of son will be x plus 30 and present age of father will be 9x plus 30. Now according to question, after 30 years, father's age will be thrice that of his son. So basically we have found the present ages of father and son. So let's find the age of son after 30 years. So after 30 years, age of son will be x plus 30 plus 30, which is equals to x plus 60. Again, the age of father after 30 years will be 9x plus 30 plus 30, which is equals to 9x plus 60. So after 30 years, father's age is 3 times of his son. So after 30 years, father's age is 3 times of son's age after 30 years. So by following this statement, we have made our equation. So after we have prepared this equation, we have to solve it. So by solving it, we will get 3x plus 20 is equals to x plus 60. And hence 2x is equals to 40 and x is equals to 20. So we have found the value of x to be 20. So as we have found the value of x, we can easily find the present ages of father and son. So we have assumed present age of son is x plus 30 and father be 9x plus 30. So we will put the value of x there, and let's see, the present age of son will be 20 plus 30, which is equals to 50. So present age of son is 50. Now present age of father will be 9x, so 9 multiplied by 20 plus 30, which is equals to 210 years. So the present age of father will be 210 years. Now we have to find the ratio between their present ages. So the ratio of father and son will be 210 ratio 50, and hence if we simplify it, we will get 21 ratio 5. So this is our final answer, which is 21 ratio 5. So these are the 10 questions of the third set of the topic age available on EduRead test series. If you guys have any doubt in any of these questions, you can ask it using our comment section. We would love to help you out there. And till now, thank you so much for watching and supporting us.